Welcome back, everyone. Today, I would like to illuminate my utter ignorance of the Statue of Liberty in an attempt to solve the issues with immigration in America and possibly other countries. This is a general discussion. More specific topics and solutions will follow. This video is prompted by the selective memory of Americans in regard to our own history. We often forget history, but lately it seems we downright want to ignore it, or rewrite narratives to steer the country in one direction or another. And as always, this back and forth tug of war over facts and history is a result of unanswered questions. Soulful, deep questions that we want to ignore in the name of short-sighted power gains and influence. In short, we want to feel like things are working out for our political group in 4-year increments instead of wondering and planning for our future citizens and society. We, as Americans, are being selfish. We are willing to sacrifice our long-term happiness and, worse, the happiness of our children to feel like we are on top. Like we are winning and our enemies are losing. Instead of an eternal message like the one engraved on the Statue of Liberty, which clearly declares our intent and hopes for the future, we deliver one-line sound bites designed to incite anger, division, and tribalism. So, a few things I discovered while researching the Statue of Liberty. Many consider America a Christian nation, but the Statue of Liberty is a Roman goddess of liberty called Libertas. She has a broken chain and shackle at her feet to commemorate the end of slavery, which means if we hadn't defeated the Confederates, this important symbolism might not even be there as a constant reminder of some of the injustices of that time period and the high cost of countering them in lives lost. We most likely would not have any Statue of Liberty had the South won the Civil War. However, this symbolism only holds true if Christians start following the second great commandment precisely, as some of them did to win the war, which is as follows. Love your neighbor as yourself, hard stop. Even to someone like me, an atheist, this seems like a pretty clear-cut, non-negotiable, and everlasting guideline for Christian behavior. Following it reduces suffering, and straying from it, at least for Christians, seems to produce many negative and deadly consequences. Another fact is that the poem inscribed on the base of the statue, The New Colossus, was written by Emma Lazarus, a Jewish poet, writer, and activist for Jewish causes. To quote Wikipedia, Lazarus contributed towards shaping the self-image of the United States, as well as how the country understands the needs of those who emigrate to the United States. Her themes produce sensitivity and enduring lessons regarding immigrants and their need for dignity. With her poem and the Statue of Liberty in our mind's eye, as America enters another 4-year cycle of political infighting, we must ask, what is our intent, our feelings towards immigrants? Can we fix the issues we currently have so that Lazarus's statements and work carry on unending? Can we, as a country, find a functional compromise that allows safe, prudent, productive immigration while keeping Americans safe from bad actors? An even deeper question, however, is what is an American? If it were simply the place of birth, then I wouldn't be asking. However, many Americans perceive anyone not like them as un-American without further exploration or explanation. This includes anyone who does not speak proficient English, wears quote-unquote foreign clothing, has a religion other than Christianity, and in different ways offends the sensibilities of what we consider mainstream Americans. If the yardstick for being American is how much citizens promote, hold up, and exemplify the standards of such things as the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, the Bible, etc., then it follows the opposite is true. If Christian citizens do not follow the second great commandment, they are less American. If they selectively or nefariously manipulate or expound upon the Bill of Rights and the Constitution, they are less American. And if upholding the spirit of American iconography is also what makes us Americans, such as the Statue of Liberty and the flag, then any ignorant or intentional misuse or weaponizing of these symbols is un-American, and one could say anti-American. So now we come to the American flag. Not only do many Americans not follow the federal flag laws, which are primarily unenforceable, but they cheapen the flag's symbolism by attaching it to ideologies, organizations, and individuals that are the antithesis of what it represents. The flag has been hijacked and nowadays serves more as a warning sign or a cautionary tale than a symbol of what America and Americans could and should be. Consider this, my friends. The flag is treated as a living entity. How it is used, flown, and disposed of is prescribed as if it were instilled with a spirit, a reverence, a living, breathing embodiment of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If you really believe that, and really want to uphold the promise of the Statue of Liberty, the gains we have made towards equal rights for all, then we cannot leave a single person out of that fabric. For if the flag is woven not just of weft and warp, but of the lives of each American, purely and only because we are citizens, then it cannot live without all of us. Try and remove even one individual from that fabric, that living spirit of the red, white, and blue, and it is dead. Then it is transformed into cheap nylon cloth and synthetic dyes, mass-produced for disingenuous consumers. As we move forward, it would pay dividends to examine the concepts of America, being an American, expressing our national pride and values, and extending all of this toward those we feel are foreign, alien, strange, dirty, dangerous, etc. Because if they are living here legally in America, then they are, for better or worse, undisputably Americans. And that affords them all the promises, protections, and considerations that any of us expect under the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, and the cultural spirit of this country. Until next time, I would invite respectful replies in the comments. Remember, don't give up hope, America. It is never too late to keep our promises, restart our broken, collective hearts, and pump the lifeblood back into our flag, culture, and country.